Hi, welcome to DeMeglio Juicing. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I've been juicing for roughly about 4 years now, on and off throughout the years. But most recently, in the last year or so, I've been doing it like consistently every day, roughly twice a day. And usually it starts in the morning, and I have one at night. And I've really been enjoying it, and I've been, passionately telling a lot of people about it and trying to inspire others. And this is basically what it boiled down to was, why don't you just make a video and show us what you do? And so that's what I'm doing at this moment. It is the first day of spring, and I basically call this spring thoughts. And ultimately, what it is just beets, some carrots, lemon cucumbers, and green apple. And I have parsley here, and I usually take parsley just for the flavor of the spring itself. But in terms of nutrition content wise, the most important thing about beets is the blood cleanser and the verification of having inside of your blood system, the cells in itself actually can be renewed by having these in your body on a regular basis. And according to nutritionists and a lot of experts have been going through this. Also, too, the vitamin A in carrots is actually very good for the skin, just as well as the silica in the cucumber. The green apple in itself is excellent for good bacteria in your body, and the lemon itself is just truly an antioxidant. I also like to add ginger, which is like a antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, but I don't have any ginger at the moment, and I don't always want it in my body or my I guess you want to call my juicing, just because it's just so like spicy. So I like it in a variety of things. But overall, the chlorophyll in the parsley itself is very powerful, and chlorophyll itself is just like in live plants and nutrients. So all of the nutrient vegetables are in there here, and this is roughly less than about 5 pounds of vegetables, but you get it into about a 2-cup measure, maybe a little more, just depending on how you do it. According to this beet, technically, we will be juicing all of this. But the thing about this is that the beet itself, you don't really truly need all that much. Therefore, you can save yourself for like another juicing method. So I just cut it, and then I use just about that much. And then the second time around, you can just use the rest of it. But this alone, all of this, the plants and stuff has a lot of like vitamins and nutrients and micronutrients that your body needs, and therefore it's never really necessary to cut and just use this bottom half. But we do when we cook, so therefore you lose half of it, but not in juicing, which is what I love. So this is simple. This is a Breville juicer. You can buy it at Best Buys or on Amazon from like $99 and cheaper. There are different models. This is an older model. And there's several other different types of juicing, but I prefer this one only because I've been doing it for so long. I'm just going to go ahead and just start juicing. I usually like to start off with like the different components is I want to say like the softer, more durable one tend to go first, followed by like longer vegetables and stuff, or like thicker vegetables, just so that it can feed through the tube easier. And a lot of time, the width and the perimeter of this vegetable juicer tends to be big enough where it can hold a whole apple. As well as the beet itself. And usually when we put the beets in, we tend to put the leafy side in first, followed by something solid so that it can feed through the machine. In terms of how much water and content tends to come out through the leafing part, not as much, whereas some of the whole vegetables, this one tends to be about like 70 to 80% water content, therefore a lot more tend to come out. I use only a half a cucumber, only for the fact that this is just a tasting method, but you can use a whole one. And just FYI, all of this is organic, so you want to try as much as you can to purchase that, only for the herbicides and the pesticides that are like contaminated onto the vegetables themselves. So anyway, this is going to be kind of loud, but we're going to go ahead and start juicing. So turn the machine on, hook it up, it blows up. Start with my carrot. And I have this. Very simple. cover it. Real simple. You saw that come out. Apple. Now you can take this afterwards. Real simple. This one actually is good. That's what I'm talking about. You can hear it too. It's grinding up in the inside. You can see how much is coming out. In they go. That's it. Now I will say though that because this machine has been roughly over, I would say 6 years maybe, it does come with a an extra adapter that's plastic that prevents a lot of the juice from splattering all over. But I don't know where it is. So I'm just, I use my favorite, a 32-ounce cup that just tends to do the measurement of it. But overall though, this right here can tell you exactly how much that we have in here from just that small little component. And this is nice and red. You see what I'm talking about. So roughly we only have about 2.5 cups roughly. That's a lot of cups, so therefore I'm going to go ahead and drink this. It's sweet, it's vibrant, it has a nice flavor of lemon, and you can tell how the different components of the vegetables combine together, and they just create a nice, smooth and nutrient flavor. I had a little parsley here, but nah. Anyway, so happy first day of spring. You can check some more back for whatever you want to do. It's all good. I'm done.